Hey guys, Marsing here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so today we are finally going to look at the Super Saiyan XENO Goku. Finally got him to full level 10 links. I talked about it in the Vegeta video. Both of them only had Patrol left at level 9, and then Vegeta finished a good like 2 or 3 days before XENO Goku, despite the fact they'd been on the team for the same amount of time. Kind of highlights how annoying link leveling can be sometimes. The fact that it took literally like an extra couple of days for this guy to get the one extra link to go up to level 10. But here he is. So basically just like the Vegeta, he is a support for his own family team. 3 key 40% stats. He has attack and defense 120 at the start of the turn, and then an additional attack 100% when there is another Goku family ally on the team. So he is a Goku family lead for 3 key 130, so he's a decent sub lead for something like Battlefield if you want to run a full Goku family team for one of those fights. And just like the Vegeta, he greatly raises attack and defense on Super, does supreme damage, and then he has a high chance to stun. So definitely going to be very useful for things like Super Battle Road because of that. And one thing I wanted to highlight with this video, so for the Vegeta, I used him on the Vegeta family team because that is one of the main places you're going to use him. There are a couple of other teams like Worthy Rivals, Gifted Warriors, where you can actually make a pretty Vegeta heavy team. But I wanted to show off this Goku on the Super Saiyans team, because if we go ahead and look at his categories, it's actually quite easy to make a full Goku family team out of some of these categories. Like obviously Goku family is pretty obvious, but like Kamehameha and Super Saiyans are both very, very strong teams that can basically be full Goku family. And then even things like Turtle School, Pure Saiyans, like you might have to use a different leader, but you can basically make a full Goku family team. So with the fact that Super Saiyans is probably one of the stronger categories in the game, so normally you'd be running him off rotation. So if you make your 2 main rotations Goku family units, then this guy's going to be super, super powerful to run on this team. So for the sake of doing a showcase, obviously we're going to have him on main rotation, which, like I said in the Vegeta family video, you're not normally going to do that, but we just want to have as many turns where we can see him in action as possible. So turn 1, without any support, he's got 113k defense, Super Saiyan, Saiyan Lineage, Kamehameha, and prepared for battle with this Goku. Obviously, depending on the support units that you bring, you can obviously have him in slot 2 and he'll get Shattering the Limit from somebody. But, like I said, you're probably going to be running him as a slot 3 unit anyway. So, of course, we get super attack straight away in slot 1, but actually not that bad damage. And 2.1 million, that's actually really good. Turn 1, no support with like 4 links active. Because obviously he's getting that 100% attack buff from having a Goku family unit on the team. But even so, like, he greatly raises attack and defense. So obviously that number is going to keep getting bigger and bigger throughout the course of the run. But starting off at 2 million on turn 1 is pretty decent, I have to say. So we're going to go ahead and float off one of these support units. I guess we need to float off you so that we actually get links for our Super Saiyan Goku here. We are just jumping into the OG Goku event because GT Goku event is annoying sometimes when it comes to specific phases and it's like the wrong unit takes a super attack and you get killed. I'm just trying to show this guy off on a team rather than beat an event with the team, so to speak. So unfortunately, because the new stage is coming out tomorrow, Infinite Dragon Ball History is not available at the moment, because for the Vegeta one, using him on the Vegeta family team, I did the Versus Goku family stage. So my original plan was to do this team on the Versus Vegeta family stage, but Infinite Dragon Ball History is not available at the moment. The new stage comes out tomorrow, or, well, I guess technically it's tonight if you're in the US, it's tomorrow morning for me in the UK, so obviously I will be doing a video on that. I might stream Hits Easy A as well, that all comes out at the same time, so keep an eye out on the channel. But yeah, on the next turn, 169k defense, we don't have a support again, so very strong performance. We're going to put the AGL Gohan off onto the other rotation with Namek Goku, because that rotation is obviously very, very powerful. The GT Super Saiyan Goku, a lot of people complain about his overall utility on a non-GT Heroes team, but he's still a very, very powerful unit offensively. So in a long form event with this Goku, or any other unit realistically, you can still use this Goku as a really good unit on this team in like slot 2. GT Goku. You just have to be aware that his defense is not too crazy. So in this showcase, wow, 8 million on the additional super attack. For this showcase, it works really well in a longer form event that once the XENO Goku has gotten a couple of super attacks off, his defense is going to be more than high enough that he can be run as a slot 1 unit. And then that enables us to let GT Goku just go off in slot 2. So eventually, once we get our rotation sorted here, we will get the High School Gohan floated off as well. But High School Gohan and the other support Goku that we have on the team, the EZA one, they both have Shattering the Limit, so we'll be able to get an extra link active for the XENO Goku, because Shattering the Limit, like a lot of key links at level 10, actually gives you a little bit of extra attack and defense as well. So I do want to see a turn where he has that active. And we should get to see that. Actually, yeah, the next turn we have the AGL Goku, so that's going to work out quite nicely. High School Gohan, still very top quality support unit on the teams that you can run him on. Doesn't do a lot of damage, but good support, good defense, damage reduction, so very, very solid. Obviously, this isn't the ideal rotation, putting him in the middle of the 2 LRs, but we are going to have our rotations set the way we want them to from the next set of turns. So Namek Goku getting the additional super. The friend one is 55%, has a bunch of additional attack skill orbs, and then mine is, I believe my Goku is 2 dupes I ended up the celebration with. So yeah, if we put you in the middle, you can pick up Shattering the Limit. So now he is at 263k defense, very, very good. We'll go ahead, although actually, see, of course, this is one of those annoying turns where if we put him in the middle here, GT Goku just kills Super Saiyan 3 Goku, so we'll go ahead and get another attack in with him. Because obviously, I mean, this should be common sense in terms of strategy, like if you're trying to actually beat long events, especially if it's for the first time, you always want to make sure in a situation like this, where only one unit gets a chance to attack, you want to have the unit that is the infinite stacker, because the GT Goku gets no extra benefit from getting in that extra super attack there, whereas obviously the XENO Goku gets another stack of both his attack and defense, so it makes more sense to put him in slot 1, and we'll get to see a full rotation with him in Shattering the Limit in another couple of turns. But we finally have this rotation the way we want it, with the Namek Goku and Gohan. They have the exact same link set, so every single link is active. Goku getting the 2 supers here, looking very, very strong. This Namek Goku is still such a fun unit. I'm very glad I managed to pull dupes for him. Didn't get any dupes for Frieza, so Frieza is currently the unit at the top of my list for units to save my red coins for. I always say this, obviously Dokkan Fest exclusives that lead a category that you really want to run, that you don't have another leader for, are potentially worth getting with red coins. It is different for everybody. But for me personally, I think red coins should be saved for Dokkan Fest LRs. Especially when, like, if you haven't pulled one, then obviously they're like the hardest units to get. And yeah, if you're in a situation like this where, like I am, where I don't have any dupes for Frieza, when he eventually comes back on a banner, obviously I will summon on that banner. And if I don't pull any copies of him, I will buy at least 1 dupe with the coins. Because I have units like this Gohan, for example. I bought a dupe of him with red coins because I've only ever pulled him twice. And they were both from his debut banner. When his debut banner went away, I had him with 1 dupe. And all the other banners that he's been on since then, all the summons that I've done on the banners that he's been on since then, I've never pulled another copy of him. So I ended up buying the second dupe with red coins. So definitely looking forward to buying copies of Frieza. And XENO Goku is up to 282k defense here. What is his attack stat looking like now with no support on the rotation? Obviously we're going to tank for double digits, 2.7. So the attack obviously builds up over time. It's nothing too crazy. He's not busting out attack stats like the other units that we would keep on main rotation. But as I said at the beginning of the video, he's a support unit, right? When you put him on the team, you're running him in slot 3 as a floating unit. And they definitely gave these XENO Super Saiyans awakenings that put them at the level of some of these 40% support units that we've been seeing coming out recently. Like, I don't think anyone would argue with me if I said that the XENO Super Saiyans are both better than, like, Tech Piccolo, Int Kabe. They're definitely up there. They're not, like, as crazy good as, like, the GT Goten and Trunks, or obviously like third form Frieza, but they're still very, very good, especially for long events where you can infinitely stack. And then even in like Super Battle Road, like we saw here, turn 1, before even supering, we had close to 150k defense, 2 million attack stat. Very, very good. So, and of course Goku has a chance to stun, Vegeta lowers attack, so that gives them that extra little bit of utility in something like Super Battle Road as well. So these Xeno Super Saiyans are super, super good. Hopefully if you did summon on the banners, you managed to get at least one copy of both of them. That's always the great thing about these Heroes units getting awakenings, is they are then featured on the banner. So I was able to pull a couple of extra copies to change their hidden potential a little bit, because I didn't highlight it, but you would have seen at the beginning of the video. The hidden potential for my Goku definitely needs changing. I'm done summoning on the banner though, so obviously I'm not going to get any more copies anytime soon. But that's something that I would quite like to pull, like extra copies of him in the future and change up his hidden potential. Because before he got his awakening, he only stacked attack, which made him harder to use in difficult content. So I gave him a lot of dodge. And so I need to change some of his hidden potential nodes and give him more additional, because obviously with an infinite stacker and the fact that he has a stun chance, so is obviously very good for things like Super Battle Road, you definitely want to be going full additional for him. So go ahead and grab these for Goku, get a pretty decent heal here. We're up to 378k defense with support on the rotation. That is very, very good. And then grab some STR orbs for Gohan here. I don't necessarily need to finish beating the whole event, but I think if we can avoid the Dokkan attack next turn, we can get the Dokkan attack with Xeno Goku. And there you go, we get a double super. So 3.5 million attack stat. Very, very good. And then there's a dodge as well. Let's go. That's the only advantage, I guess, of still having a bunch of dodge in his hidden potential, is we are going to see that go off a fair bit. So finish off Super Saiyan Blue Goku here. Let's get through this next turn, hopefully without getting the Dokkan attack. And then we should be okay. As long as we don't get same type orbs, we should be good. Which is good. The game is going to make difficult for me, apparently. Fortunately, getting the 12 key super for Namek Goku is good, because it's the one that raises his defense. So we'll just go ahead and do that. Do I want to heal here? Yeah, we'll use a 1-turn heal, just so we're not in danger for the next turn. Actually, that's a good shout, because we have the that EZA AGL Goku on the next turn, and he only gives support if you have the if you have enough HP. Otherwise, he gets a big boost in defense and the chance to guard. So since it's going to be the turn where we get the Dokkan attack, we want to have that support for sure. So heal up, Princess Snake for a little bit of damage reduction, which means the super attack in slot 1 just did double-digit damage to us, which is very, very good. If the Gokus could pop off here, I don't know if we can 1-turn the STR UI Goku, because getting the Dokkan attack against the Int UI with Xeno Goku would obviously be really, really good for the type advantage. But he's going to go ahead and dodge Gohan, so avoids a huge chunk of the damage that we could have done to him this turn. So we're not going to be finishing him off here, but we're going to get the Dokkan attack next turn with the Xeno Goku. So Xeno Goku, just like Vegeta, very, very good. I think they are like must run on their family teams, because I mean they're like the best 40% support units for those teams quite easily. But very, very good. There's no way for me to not get the super with you, so can't go ahead and put you like this, which would be nice to get that extra link. Let's fire this off, why not? It's not going to kill him, so might as well see it. Haven't watched his active skill for a while. I prefer Vegeta's, but he's still very cool. No crit, look at that. Type disadvantage. Very bad damage, but... Right, so we'll go ahead, grab this, grab all of these for you, and then we're already getting the Dokkan attack, but we'll grab the AGL orbs for you. So let's go ahead and see the final attack stat from Xeno Goku. His defense obviously high enough at this point to just tank normal attacks for double digits despite the type disadvantage. And he is rocking a 3.7 million attack stat. So obviously no surprise, he's an infinite stacker. So of course his attack stat gets nice and high over long form events. But even as an off rotation unit, he's going to be more than good enough defensively for most content. And then, yeah, that 40% buff to the allies is very, very strong. Sadly, no crit on the Dokkan attack, so he's unable to finish off STRUI Goku, but GT Goku comes in with the KO. So there you go. That is the Rainbow level 10 Links Super Saiyan XENO Goku. Let me know what you guys think about him down below. Did you manage to pull copies of him? He's definitely worth link leveling to use on some of these teams. Like I said, Super Saiyans and Kamehameha, very easy to make a full Goku family team that will be very strong. And then this guy is just the icing on the cake. So let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store. And I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.